Hi, everybody. We have a special treat for you today, an interview with an official court reporter from Southern California, Valerie Savla, CSR. Her husband is a software engineer, and together they have created a platform for post production transcript management that we'll be talking about today. Is it possible I could use a portion of your demo maybe to put on my YouTube?
Yeah,
It wouldn't have our faces on it. I'm not ready to be filmed for anything now.
No, I totally understand that. Yeah, that sounds great. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Well, did you want to tell me a little bit about you and your YouTube channel and stuff like that?
So, I have, how do I share screen on here?
At the bottom, it has like a little square with an arrow inside.
Share screen. Let's see. Oh, I need to first bring up my channel. You're a court reporter, right?
I am. I'm an official.
Official, okay.
Yeah.
I'm a freelance cart captioner using
Right.
stenography. Are you using stenography also?
Yeah.
There you are. Okay.
Yes. So as a voice writer, we are also called stenographers.
Oh yeah.
It's steno. So it's also shorthand. We're using shorthand in like our voice codes, which is like AKA our briefs.
What I mean is machine. You're not a machine.
No. I finished
okay.
the machine in school, and I got 2 qualifiers, but then I switched for the
So
exam.
you're a voice writer, official court reporter.
Yes, I am.
Okay, but you still have to produce the transcript and all that.
I had to take the same test that you had to take, yeah. So it's the same exact,
No,
yeah.
I don't have to take any tests, actually.
Oh, for the California board?
I'm not a reporter.
Oh.
I'm a cart provider for deaf people.
Oh, that makes sense. So that's right. You didn't have to take the California state exam to be a cart.
I didn't do certifications or anything, actually.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Wow.
So anyway, I have my videos here, so I show people, let's see, how do I do this? I show people videos. Can you see it now?
I can see your top screen. I don't see it
okay.
like I don't know if it's broke.
There are
Oh, there we go.
videos
I see it.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the videos, let's say here, for example, the video people me typing.
Yeah, I just saw a little. Wow, that's amazing.
So I don't have too many viewers yet, but I have a few, and they're mostly students, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. I think that's actually who I'm targeting. Essentially, I feel like a lot of like my colleagues and even friends, like they kind of have their flow already, and they're kind of stuck in like the way that they do their organization. So it's kind of hard to undo that. And I know on the record is not meant to undo anything. It's meant to help people who don't have a system, you know. And so I feel like the students are the ones that they're like, I don't know what to do when I start working.
Okay, so here I am, not a court reporter, so I have the questions that a student would have, which is when you finish school and you have your skill and you're able to produce a transcript, what other steps do you need to actually produce that for the court? And then for like turning in your job, getting paid, invoicing, all kinds of work.
Yeah.
And let me first silence my phone here so I don't get interrupted by it. Okay. Yeah.
So that is an awesome question, and it's jam-packed with so many answers. I actually just released a reel on the record on our Instagram regarding my workflow as an official reporter, and it's completely different than what a freelancer would do. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's one of the biggest challenges that I have to be able to promote both of the worlds, so to speak, on being able to use our product. And so for me, I would get a transcript request via email, and I will have all of the information on that request form, the case number, the date of the hearing, where I was at, which department, and then was it morning or afternoon proceeding. I will go into my software. I'm on Eclipse. And
yeah, so am I.
oh, cool, awesome, yeah. So I'll go to my Eclipse, look for that date, the rest of it. I'll find it, and then I'll kind of guesstimate what the amount of pages will be. And from there, I will go on the record. And I, just to be kind of more simple about it, I'll just create that invoice in that platform. There are, I'll go ahead and create the invoice, and I will send it out to my to the attorney that requested that transcript. Once that payment gets paid, I will go back to that invoice on the record, and I can mark that invoice as paid. So I noticed that a lot of my colleagues and just other people that I've talked to, they will print out the invoice that they send to them, and then they'll physically write or manually write invoice paid on this so and so date. And so they're writing everything, and so on our platform, you just mark it as paid. It will go to the payments tracker simultaneously right on the back side where we can't see it happening, and it will log that payment. So that's also going to kind of go into our next features, which is going to be the P&L, and that is another big deal that a lot of reporters talk about is taxes and having to go back to all of these things. So I'm trying to do less work, right? Everything in the moment, just kind of log everything, and we'll be ready for us when that time comes. So once that invoice is marked as paid, I can create a job, and I have a board. A lot of people are visual learners, and they have a whiteboard, or they have, kind of like pinned note cards on where they are in the process of the transcript production. I've created that in a digital form, and I'll show you how that works, and then I can start on producing the transcript. So it's very, yes.
Yeah, okay. So I did look at your website.
Great.
On the record.tech. Is that right?
On the record.tech,
yes. Yeah. But I don't get to see too much about the actual forms that you have.
Okay.
So is there a way you could show me without showing your data?
Yeah. We created like a fake.
The Instagram reel. Yeah, or you created a fake one?
We created a fake account just so we can demo it, yeah.
Oh, great, okay.
Many demos. So, okay, so here's the dashboard. Right?
Oh, great, okay.
Many demos. So, okay, so here's the dashboard, right? When you log in, this is the first thing you'll see. Here are like due dates. These are coming up, so you have that right in your face. And then, so I'll walk you through my workflow. So I'll go to finances, and I'll go to invoice. I will create an invoice here, and we decided to add this feature called templates, and you can, like for me, I will have criminal rates and family law rates are completely different from each other, even appeal rates. So I don't want to have to keep adding all of that information in. So I click it, and it just auto-populates all of my information, and then also the item that I'm using, basically the rate of the page, and I just have to change this obviously based on the number of pages that transcript is, right? And then of course, let's just say there is a previous attorney that has ordered from me before, so I can add them into my connections or my network, and then they'll populate here. I could just, it's already gonna be inputted. So then for case, the case name and the case number, and then the date of the hearing, let's just say it was last Monday. So this was 30 pages. I'm going to go ahead and I can add like my payment information. I have all of my payment methods, like my ID of my stuff already inputted in here.
Okay, so this is an invoice, right?
This is an invoice.
Okay, and you have many different kinds of invoice for different kinds of job with different rates.
So they're templates. Yeah,
They're
so they're
templates
just gonna,
for different invoices. Okay, I get that.
yes.
Now, I just want to make a comment for my
Yeah,
viewers if we use this piece.
Yeah.
In card captioning, there are also different invoices for different clients, different rates.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
That's awesome. So yeah, I can show you quickly how to do that too. But yeah, they will all populate here. And yeah, even for freelancers, they're like, oh, sometimes the videographer will be here, and sometimes they won't, or sometimes it just gets so messy, and they have to input that all the time, and it just sounds like it's so much time wasted. So we save and continue, and then we can even review the invoice here and just make sure everything's good. Awesome. I'm happy with it. I'm going to download the PDF, and then I have realized that marking it as sent and the computer logging the date and time I sent it has helped me so much.
Awesome.
Because I feel like sometimes I'll get like, distracted, and then I'm like, wait, did I send it? And then I have to go back, and sometimes I never even sent the invoice. So I do that once I go to my email, send it to them, and then I'll come back and mark it.
I have a question. Okay,
sure.
So like when you're producing your transcript and there are pieces of different tasks that you have to do you have a system in this software that tracks each piece that is producing the transcript in production process? So like you need the transcript, the job is what date, and then you finish the job, and then you get a proofreader, you get a scopist, all that.
Yeah, so that's the
that
next
work?
part.
Okay. So
yeah. So I wanted to show you kind of like how it looks inside of this invoice.
Yeah.
Let's just say, well, basically the invoice is done here, right? So you can go back and just get out and, whatever, enjoy your life. And then you get a check, right? Or an invoice, whatever. I mean, the amount of, you get the payment. So you go to invoices, you go to unpaid. Here's the one that we just created. I'm going to press view. And then I'm going to record that payment. So it was $119.70. And it was a check. We're going to add that payment. It's going to record it. So now it's going to be sent to my payments for my P&L later on. And then here, we're going to create a new job. And see how it pulled all the information already. The job date, the case number, everything was from that invoice. So I don't have to input that again. And then my due date, let's just say I just told them a week, they'll have it. That was for 30 pages. I'm going to create this job. Oh, I've created this so many times. Let me see. Sorry. I just had another demo, and it's like, wait, this is the same thing.
I see.
There we go. Okay. It created it. So it will automatically send you to this job. Like, this is your workstation basically for when you want to add tasks to your to add a scopus or a proofreader. Okay, you'll add your scopus first, and you're gonna tell them it's due on Wednesday for them, right? And then you get to assign your scopus. So you'll have to first invite them onto our platform. If they don't want to join our platform, that's totally fine. You can still manually track who you're sending it out to, even though they're not a part of it. If they are a part of it, they will get an email with our logo saying, on the record, so-and-so just invited you to accept job, yes or no. They have to click it if they're available, and they can have access to all of this screen, which it's nice. For them to be able to work on our platform, so you can actually see, you'll be able to see the rate that they are deciding to charge you. you'll upload all the files here so that they can view it once they're logged into our job system. So that's how it looks from going to the invoice here. I'm going to show you what it looks like for a visual learner. This is where I'm always at. As soon as I open on the record, I go straight to my jobs board, and these are all of the jobs that I've created that have not started. They've been paid, but they have not been started on. Then I just literally click and drag as it's going through the process.
So when you say they've been paid but have not been started on, what happens at the end when the payment doesn't match the end pay price?
Well, you would notice that the second that you mark it on that invoice, it will automatically push it back and say it's partially paid. Let's just say they paid you $1 less. So it says, see, amount due $1.70. And then if you go to invoice,
so when people pay, they realize that it's just an estimate.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and for officials, like, sometimes I have to add blurbs in there, like somebody got sworn, so I have to add the sworn in blurb. And
it makes the transcript longer.
Yeah, it gets a little longer. Okay. So in case that does happen, I can always just edit the invoice itself and change that payment, right? Or change the amount of pages, quantity, yeah.
But they do pay in advance.
For officials, yeah, they pay in advance. For freelancers that work with agencies, the agencies will pay them after. But they still have to create that invoice, which is why this is, this is very great for them too to have. Okay. So they will go through this process, actually. So it'll be backwards for freelancers, right? So they will add that job that they went to the depot. It did not cancel. They had it, it was 2 hours. They'll add it to their job, and then they're like, okay, I did 3 this week. I haven't even started them. I have 10 days. All right, I'm going to start with this one. Let's start scoping. They can click it, and they're inside that job, and they can start. I always upload all my files, like, the day that I receive a transcript request, like, once it's paid, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to just sit down and be ready. And when I want to be ready, I want to have all my stuff in one place, ready to go, which was another big reason why this is like an all-in-one platform. We want everything on here. Working without this, when I first started working as an official, I had Excel, I had notes, I had just so many different platforms.
Yeah, I know. I have that system for my cart.
Oh, yeah.
I have all these pieces for my cart, but it's different Excel files all over the place, Yes.
Yeah.
It's nice to have it all in one place.
Right. And if there's, is there anything right now that it's a little different than how you do it? Because I have no idea how being a cart captioner kind of relates to being an official and a freelance. So do you want to...
So your platform would work for officials, but would it work for freelancers who are court reporters? Yeah,
absolutely. Because I feel like, so like I said, if let's just say this is the deposition that they started, that they were at, whatever, on Friday, they'll input all the information,
but not for the court reporter, cart providers. What I mean is, a cart provider cannot use your...
That's why I was wondering, can you explain to me exactly, like, your workflow? Because I have not met with a cart provider, so that was one thing I was really excited to hear
about. Would you be interested in building that into your system so that you could cater to cart providers too? Okay. Yeah. So our workflow would be, instead of case number, we don't have any case number.
Right, okay.
We have client name, agency name, and then job name, right? Date.
Okay.
And then we produce the transcript, and when did we send the transcript out, when did we clean it up. We're the ones cleaning ourselves. We don't have scopists and proofreaders. We're the ones cleaning our own stuff up.
So are you still calling it scoping, or you call it edit? Or?
We don't call it scoping. We just probably call it post-production. Clean up, okay. Or clean up the transcript or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then send it out. But our stuff is in real time.
Right.
So it only takes me about 10 to 15 minutes anyways to clean up right after the job.
That's amazing.
It doesn't have to be verbatim though. So
right.
We're not like going through making sure everything's verbatim.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it only takes 10 to 15 minutes to clean up. Some people might take a whole hour to clean up, but you know, the longer you take to clean up, the worse your hourly rate becomes.
That's true.
And we don't get paid for transcripts.
Right.
So if you're not a clean real-time stenographer or voice writer for CART, your hourly could be down the drain really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long do you have until you send your job?
24 hours.
24 hours?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I usually send it in within half an hour. Or 15 minutes. So, I don't know.
So, question then. Do you feel like adding all of that information into this job would be honestly a little bit of a waste of time? Because you want to just get started on cleaning up your job and sending it out to your client?
Well, we still need to track stuff. We need to track jobs. We need to invoice agencies. You know what I mean?
Okay. So the invoicing for sure, I see that. Tracking that payment.
Tracking every job and making sure the transcript gets sent out. Because if you're not sending it out within 15 minutes, let's say you have a back-to-back job.
Got it.
So then you have to send it out later. Basically, you have to not get the agency supervisor to send you an email and say, we didn't get your transcript. Please hurry up and send it in.
Right. Okay, so then out of all of these fill-ins, what would you want to see instead for a CART provider? Because I'm guessing it has to be more simple than all of this, right?
We don't need pages. We don't worry about pages. We're not getting page rate. We need notes because sometimes we have to send out an incident report. We also need an incident report template and send that out.
Okay, we can go into that in the...
But anyway, yeah, it's this whole different process.
Yeah, so, okay, so then you said you don't use case name, I heard that, or case number, so it would just be job, what the job is, the client, who you're sending it to or who you're working for, the date of that.
The agency and the client and the job name. Because you might be working for 5 agencies.
That makes sense. So agency, job, and client. The date, whatever, today's date. That's it. Oh, notes could be in when, maybe I won't add notes. Well, I mean, it's already here, so I guess we'll just leave the notes.
And you also need a checkbox to know if you have an incident report you need to turn in.
Okay. And
then notes would be good to tell you what kind of incident report you need to write.
Okay, got it. Interesting. Okay, so then once you click into it, this is what we currently have. So you'll have the job, I guess, job details. I guess that could change. Job details.
Right.
And then, do you want tasks still? To know where...
Yeah, what kind of tasks do you guys have?
Just scoping, proofreading, and then when it comes to me, that's my final review.
Oh, I see. Final review. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
we do have tasks. Let's see. We have just...
So you could clean up.
Like
post-production. I heard that.
Post-production cleanup. I guess I would call it post-production transcript cleanup or something. Or either post-production cleanup or transcript cleanup.
Okay.
And then sending it out.
Okay.
sent it out button of some sort, and um, and then all that invoicing and payment and stuff too.
And then you don't need to upload any files because you're not sharing it with anyone, right? So this would go away.
Upload
right?
Files to you guys?
No.
We wouldn't
So
upload files to you guys.
No. So for me to have a Scopus, I need to upload all my files so she can see it.
Oh no, we don't need to upload it.
You guys don't need that. You're doing your own production.
Right.
So you don't need files in here.
Nobody has enough money to be hiring somebody to do the production. Besides, it would take too long.
Yeah, it would.
We need to turn it into the student ASAP so they can read their notes and study for the next day. Yeah. So even though they give us 24 hours, if you really don't turn in the transcript until 24 hours later, that's really bad for the student because they're already starting their next class.
Yeah.
So what they really need is you need to send it out within the hour.
Wow.
So that they can do their homework, Right. Review the lecture and do their homework. Wow. And then go to class the next day.
That's very interesting. I love to hear about CART providers.
Yeah.
It's so incredible how you guys do that and like all the things you learn. It's incredible.
We get to listen to all kinds of meetings, government meetings, cities all over the country, and
yeah, that's so exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely very mind opening.
Yeah, I bet.
And you guys get to listen to all kinds of crime.
Yeah, the bad stuff.
Oh my goodness.
We got the bad guys. It's not all bad. Sometimes it's having family law, and it just gets a little like he said, she said kind of stuff. And
right. But you have to be able to keep your emotions like level.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially when it's just like it's
yelling.
So obvious.
Do people yell a lot?
Oh yeah.
See, in our job, nobody is really yelling.
Right, and so that's where it's
yeah.
Our heart rate goes up, and it's just like, okay, I gotta calm myself down.
I know. Wow.
Okay. So I was looking at this the actual jobs, and I didn't go over this, but we have tabs inside of the job, so you don't have to see go back to invoices and check. It's all in here. The invoice that was linked to it, you can always just check it out, view it here, and I guess the clients can hear the agencies that you work for. You'll be able to add them in your network, and you can just assign them to the jobs that you're working for. So I actually did put agency 1, agency 2, because sometimes people do work for many different agencies. So once you're in here, you can just add a client. Oh, this is for agency 1 that I work for. This wouldn't really work for you. Or you can even add here I think you said the agency is different than your client. So I guess it would work different. It would be different here.
We need an agency and then their client that's receiving it, and then and then the job title. Like, what's the class name? Or if it's a webinar, what's the webinar name?
And I guess you could put here, right, webinar. And so you add, and so that would be in your notes. You'll have the agency, and then I guess maybe...
No, we need a job name. We need agency...
well, you're under the job.
So okay. So that already has the job name.
Yeah. This is more of who is this for? What is this for?
Oh, I see. Oh, okay, yeah. Right.
So I think maybe just changing the name to agency so that you can put the agency's name, and then here client, so their client.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be nice.
And then the job name.
Yeah, the job name is here.
Yeah.
It's already at the top, but you can also go back to your details and then
right.
Yeah.
But see, because all these jobs are at different agencies with different clients, your invoices go to all these different places.
Right.
And you don't want a line item going from one one client and agency to a different client and agency.
So when you create the invoice and it's billed to, let's just say agency one,
Right.
um,
It will show client and job, date, client, job,
yeah,
date, client, job name, price, hourly
right,
hourly rate and price.
yeah,
Yeah, it'll show that as a line item.
right. Oh, as a line item, you want that all in here. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So for example, I'll open up some.
Yeah. You can, if you want to screen share.
Uh, so I have the date, the time of the job, the client and their job name, and then the length of the job, the item rate, the item total.
Question is the length, like how long you
Per
were?
hour. Yeah, it's hourly.
Got it. Okay.
And then, so it goes down to here. Can you see now? Is it showing?
Oh, I see the total amount due.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's pretty much what the invoice looks like.
What do you use for your invoices, I may ask?
Word.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you go in there and type it all in.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very nice. I like your logo. It's very professional. Okay.
So that's what I do. You could create something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Cart providers, although $35 a month will be so steep, no cart provider would pay that.
No, that would not work for.
No, I think they pay probably 10 a month. They might pay.
Yeah, I mean, and you're not really using it
To the extent.
extensively as we are.
Right.
Yeah, I have like jobs that are 90 pages, 100 and something pages, and they're due in 3 weeks.
And you
2
have
weeks.
communication going on with your scopus, with your.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't have that.
Right. So it's
So
yeah,
I'd
it's
say
gonna
10 a
be.
month would probably be max in WK.
Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate that feedback. Right now we have our scopus and proofreaders for free because of that exact thing as well. They're ones that are looking for work, right? We have the work, which is why we charge the reporters, but the scopus and the proofreaders are they're free. So we are, and this doesn't really pertain to part either, but like we're having a waiting list sent out soon. I'll be posting it on Facebook groups and Reddit and Instagram, whatever, about creating a marketplace for court reporters to find scopus and proofreaders instead of going through Facebook, how it has been. So yeah, I just like, is there anything that you feel like is missing in your workflow that you wish you had, or something you had to kind of like work around to figure out?
Well, everything is on Excel and Word for me,
Okay.
and then PDF and pretty
Right.
much.
Okay.
But here's the other thing with our stuff, workflow, it depends on every agency, so you kind of can't produce something for us that would even pertain to how we have to do stuff. Because every agency wants their file name different, their file template different,
Oh, interesting.
So-
What is the file template? What
So
is
after you produce the ASCII, some companies say just send the ASCII to the student. So the student gets an ASCII file with all their transcript on it, and that's easy.
Right.
But some companies say, no, turn it into a Word document. And then you have to turn it into a Word document, and they say, and we want you to do it with this template. So you have to follow their template. So there's a whole production process.
Oh my god.
So when you're done producing it as their processed template,
Yeah.
and then after that, you have to change the file name to how they want their file name done. Before you either upload it to their portal online or
Right.
email it to the client.
Interesting.
So there's a whole hoop jumping process in
Yeah.
post-production.
Wow, that's very interesting.
And if you work for more than 5 companies and then get like 1099s from all of them, and then have to do the taxes for that or pay someone to do the taxes for that,
Oh my god.
it gets really crazy. It's like lots of juggling balls in the air and don't drop anything. And people do drop stuff because the agency's boss, supervisor, they don't want to like say something bad to one person that they did wrong when everyone should know about it. So, but because everyone could possibly make the same mistake, they don't want to have to repeat themselves over and over again. So they'll blast email and they'll say, please do not send the transcript to the wrong student. That's a violation of privacy. And then and then if it's a HIPAA thing with the hospital, they want you to password encrypt your file before you send it. So you have to do that on Word also.
How do you learn to do all that?
You just have to know your Word document, MS Word, you have to know it pretty well.
Do you learn that in school when you became a provider?
I bought a book.
Oh,
MS Word, how to use it.
Oh, wow, that is insane. That sounds like a lot.
It is. And then every agency has different rules, so you have to keep track of it. So I don't think your platform would work for all the things that providers have to keep track of.
Yeah, it would be completely different. Yeah, interesting. Well, I mean, it's really good to know because that way I know who my target is as well. I mean, I had no idea that you guys were doing all of that as well. Initially, when I heard about CART, I literally just saw you were connected to your, the software that they provided you or something, and then it just gets sent to them automatically, like once you're done or something.
Oh no.
That is completely false.
There's this whole process.
Yeah, you guys do a lot of work outside of the real time. So,
yes, yeah.
Wow. Well, it was great to hear that, and
so you guys have a lot of work too, because between you and then the scopus and then the proofreader, you're keeping track of moving balls all over the place too, for this job, that job, this agency, if you work for 3 agencies as a freelancer.
Yeah, I heard some people have worked for like 20, 30 agencies at a time.
That's insane.
What? How do you keep track of that?
No, how do you do taxes?
I have no idea. So I know my target is them for sure. Is simplify all of that in one place, so you're not going crazy and you're not losing money, right?
That's actually not ideal because you'll be stretched so thin that you won't be able to serve your clients well.
That's true. Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah,
at one point I had 15 companies. Yeah, and that was not ideal.
Wow.
So I whittled it down to about 5 now.
Wow. Yeah, it has to also match your lifestyle, and you want to also live your life. You don't want to be working all the time. Yeah, I totally get that. Wow. Well, this has been very informative. And
a transcript, that process, does that include all the exhibits and all the... I mean, there's so much to know that's not taught in school, right?
Yeah,
marking
absolutely.
Your exhibits. I've only heard of what goes on. I'm not even talking from knowing, but just from what I hear say, all the you have to produce a transcript with people's addresses. Do you have to do that?
I don't. As an official, I do not. No.
Oh, the secretary takes care of that? The title page thing?
No, the only freelancers do that.
Oh, yeah.
So their cover pages are different than mine. They have to add, like, even the videographer's information, any interpreter information, them getting sworn in, the exhibits. They're responsible for holding on to the exhibits at the end of the deposition, and then going to go give it to the agency. They drop it off at the agency. That's their duty as a reporter in the deco world. As freelance, as a court report, official court that appeared. They're law offices. That's it. And then I don't add the interpreter's information if the interpreter was there. It will be a part of the transcript because they will have to be sworn in. And then if there are exhibits that are marked for identification, I just put a blurb and put exhibit. I know petitioner's exhibit A was marked for identification. That's it. The court takes care of sending that back to the attorneys, the exhibits that they produce, or keeping it for the court record.
Yeah, and then you also have to like do indexing, right?
Indexing is automatic in my software. Yeah, I will add it at the end of the entire transcript. After my certification page, when I go to print, it says like there's options to add with index, and it will add the index at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lot
If
easier.
people want time stamping, do you do time stamping too?
No, we don't do time stamping either.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very different. Even like us, like depots and reporters and officials are very different. So yeah, we wanted to kind of like focus on just kind of keeping everything organized in one place. Even though our process is different, our flow is different. That was really the kind of the start of how I came up with all the records. And it was really just for me, and my husband is a software engineer, so he's like, I could build this. This is easy. So he just started building it, and I'm like,
that's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Have you heard the horror stories of like court reporters that didn't turn in their their invoices for like until $20,000 worth of jobs had gone by?
It's insane, yeah.
Because they're disorganized.
Yes, that's a big
That's
thing.
a nightmare.
They lose money. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, you need everything in one place. You can't risk having to go to Excel or go to Word or go to here. Or some people use Wave, but then you're using too many platforms. It's too much for your brain to have to do this all the time. So yeah, it's more of a helpful tool.
Yeah. So if you created something for card providers, then
Sorry?
Are you going to create something for card providers?
Yeah, I took a lot of notes from our meeting, which I am so grateful for. I will go over my notes and your feedback with my husband, and like we just have a team of 4. So we have still like the P&L to do, and like I had mentioned, the marketplace is coming up soon. I'm going to the CCRA. I don't know if you're going to go to the convention. Oh, okay. I'll be going to that to kind of get people, on our marketplace. So we have a few things down the line still. We have a plan all the way until the end of this year, just to focus on what we currently have and make it better. So it will definitely have to be something down the line if we decide to go through it. But I think we'll have to definitely meet up with you again to finalize some things if we really want to go through it. But yeah, it sounds like it's definitely possible.
I love what you built so far.
Thank you.
Because it always feels like court reporters have enough just the skill. They don't have the skill to do voice or stenography mission.
Right.
It's a skill that you have spent so much time doing, and then to be hit with the real world and with all these pieces moving around, they just totally confuse you.
Yes, I
awesome.
completely agree. Thank you. And I feel like there is we have, there's another website that kind of does what we do, but when I used that platform, it just wasn't updated. There was a lot of bugs in it. I wasn't even able to communicate with Scopus and people on that platform through their platform. It was very weird. So I'm like, okay, there's no invoicing on that one either. I'm like, okay, I need to create something for me that'll work for me, and so that's where kind of this started. But I feel like there's no platforms for us. We're kind of just left in the dust, and there's a whole bunch of websites for attorneys.
right? Is it stored there also, or do you still need to store your stuff in your own place as a court reporter?
That's a great question.
Because you're the keeper of the record, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are, that is actually something down the line as well that we want to be able to store. Right now we're not storing it because we want to make sure that the reporters are comfortable with uploading their confidential files, right?
Yeah.
So right now we just offer a 10 gigabyte storage to be able to share with your scopus and your proofreaders, but you need to,
we're going to still need to keep your stuff.
Yeah, you need to have your own drive. Some people use OneDrive, Google Drive, whatever. But it's gonna erase all of those items on the record. We're not gonna store anything for anybody yet. So I just don't know how people feel yet about it.
No, I think that's better. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
People should keep their own record.
Absolutely.
Because like, what if your whole thing went down one day?
That was another thing.
They didn't keep their own records.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. So people use I use the big external drive too, the hard one, just to, make sure, because you never know. Yeah.
So do you bring your equipment back and forth, or you have your equipment over there all the time?
Yeah, I have my equipment there. I'm in a...
But if you're freelance, you'd be running around with all this equipment.
Yeah, you have to carry all your stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
we're all so different from each other. We're doing the same record keeping, which is awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
That's a great way to learn from each other, Like, we're all doing the same thing, but we're all different.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
it's great. Yeah.
Well, it's been wonderful having you.
Thank you so much. Likewise. And thank you for noticing us and wanting to, connect. I appreciate you so much. And if there's anything else you need or you're working on, like, a specific video, you want me to record something, then by all means, I'm happy to do so. But, yeah, it's more for, like, the officials and the freelancers and, you never know where the students are going to want to go and when they graduate. So that's the great part about your YouTube channel. You're reaching literally anybody and everyone. So that's amazing. Kudos to you.
Helping students.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's all we can do.
Be able to assess whether they have.
That's true. Absolutely. Yeah. I always
there's a 90% dropout rate.
Yes, I mentioned that too. I'm like, hey, it's okay. Sometimes it's not for you, and it's to recognize that it's okay. You doesn't mean you're a failure. It just takes the kind of person.
You're just in a different box.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. So my YouTube channel is helping people assess what it takes to become a stenographer.
And that's a part. It'll have to be a little different to you, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today's been very productive. So.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your time. It was so nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. This is great. I'm loving what you're doing. This is so amazing.
So much. I'm trying.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is like filling in a gap that's been,
yes,
gaping hole.
Thank you for saying that. I agree. I'm trying, and I need more, insight and feedback. So I want this to be as useful for everybody. It was built for me, but I want to share it.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you so much.
And $35 for a month or $300 for a year for a court reporter is chump change for all the value they're getting out of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. And adding however many things we're adding is
It's
great. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Have a good day. Enjoy your party.